Hey guys, welcome back to my new video. So today I'll be doing my deck profile of Gear Chronicle. As you can see by the starter, it's gonna be time leap for Chronojet base. Yeah, so this will be the deck profile that I'll be using. If you guys have seen the Facebook page post, I will be doing a 10v1 match between myself and 10 members of the team. Yeah, so this will be the one deck I'll be using, and this will be the deck list. I've play tested it, but yeah, this deck should work. So yeah, let's go. So for starter, we have Chronojet. Basically, effect is Pioneer. Next, Generation Break 1. Move this unit to also during the turn where this unit gets placed onto the bind zone from rearguard circle. You may search your deck. You may search your deck for a Chrono Grade 3 unit with Chronojet in name. Call it to rearguard circle, and then I think it's called True Time Leap. Sorry, yeah, called True Time Leap. Call that grade 1 and then a Chronojet, and then after that, at the end of the turn, return that grade 3 Chronojet to your hand, and the time leap unit return it back to the bottom of the deck. Yeah, so that's roughly how this card works out. Okay, so moving on for grade 3s, we run 4 Chronojet Dragon G, 1 Chronofang Tiger G, and 3 Chronojet Dragon. So you might be wondering why 1 Chronofang Tiger G. So I'll explain that later because it has a combo. This deck has a combo for this. So for Chronofang Tiger G, Vanguard Rearguard Generation Break 1, so +1 and bind the unit. And then after that this unit has attacked, you may send one card that from your opponent's field with the same column as this unit back to the bottom of the deck. Next is Chronojet Dragon. Basically, Generation Break 2, when this unit attacks, it gets plus 5000 power and your opponent cannot call grade 1 or higher units to the Guardian Circle. Next effect is Counter +1. During the turn where you perform strike, you may send choose one of your opponent's unit and send it back to the bottom of the deck. Yeah. Next is Chronojet Dragon G. Basically, your new Chronojet Dragon, first effect is continuous on the Vanguard Circle. For each 2 face-up G units on your G zone, he gets plus 5000 power, and your Zodiac Time Beast Rearguards gets 1000 each. So it's like if you can't strike, you can use his first effect instead. Yeah. And then second effect is during the turn when you perform strike, either a Zodiac Time Beast unit or a Gear Dragon, you may choose to call a card from your hand and then time leap 1 unit. So it's like your auto mill effect. You can choose not to call, but you can time leap a unit. Yeah. So that's it lah. That's it for the grade 3s. Moving on to grade 2s. I run 4 History Maker Dragons, 3 Chronospin Serpent, 2 Delayed Blazers, and 2 Upstream. Beginning from Upstream, basically during your turn, Generation Break 1, this unit gets 4000. If it does, after the end of the turn that this unit attack, you may search for a grade lower than this unit and then call it to the rearguard circle as rest. Return this back to your deck. Basically this is a staple card to call like your staple grade 1 staple cards, like for example take away, since it helps out a lot in this deck. But yeah, we'll explain more later. Next is Delayed Blazer. First effect, Rearguard. When another unit gets placed onto the rearguard by time leap, if your Vanguard is a Chronojet, has a Chronojet in name, this unit gets 2000. So it's a stackable effect. Next is Generation Break 1. When this unit gets placed onto the rearguard circle, you may choose a grade 2 unit and time leap that unit. Yeah. So in case you don't know, if you don't have another grade 2 unit on the field, you can choose to time leap himself instead. Yeah. Next is Chronospin Serpent. It's just a 10k beat stick, but it has also another purpose for it. Like example, 10k base Vanguard, and then also when during late games his power will be increased with the combo of Chronojet Dragon G. Like example, I can whack for 11k base as long as I have 2 G units face up. So yeah, it's a really good attacker. Next is History Maker. Basically Generation Break 1, where Counter +1 during the turn where this unit attacks a Vanguard, you may choose a unit from your field and time lead that unit. So this is the most staple card to combo around some stuff. Yeah. So that's it for the grade 2s. Moving on to grade 1s. 2 Melums, 4 Steam Breath, 1 Causality Dragon, 2 Takeaway, 1 Steam Sniper, and then 4 Perfect Alim. So beginning from Alim, actually I tried to run 1 Rabasim inside the deck to secure a Perfect Guard all the time, but sometimes it doesn't really help me a lot, because like sometimes you may also waste your hand to guard until it's 0, so you can't combo the Rabasim deck. So yeah, basically Alim's effect is when this unit gets placed on the Guardian Circle from your hand, you may choose to drop a card. If you do, choose your Vanguard and the attack does not get hit. Yeah, and then if you have another copy of Alim in the drop zone, you may unflip 1 card. So basically this helps you counter charge all the heavy counter blast cards. Yeah. Next is Steam Sniper. Soul Blast 1 and drop 1 card. During the turn when this unit has boosted a unit, you may time read this card. Yeah. And then next is Counter Blast 1. During the turn when this unit is put to the bind zone from Vanguard Circle, you may draw 1 card. Next is Takeaway. Basically Generation Break 1. During the turn where your unit gets placed onto a rear guard by the effect of time lead, you may return 1 card. So if you're wondering, do you return the card when the time lead card from the bind zone comes back to the rear guard circle? Yes, you do. So basically Takeaway triggers when both effects are active, because it's part of the time lead effect. So 1 turn you can return up to 2 cards from your drop zone. Yeah. Next is 1 Causality. Effect is basically when this unit is placed onto the rear guard circle, you may choose 1 of your other units. If you do, that unit gets 2000, and then if it attack hits, you may time lead 1 unit. Yeah. Next is Steam Breath. Basically when it's placed on the rear guard circle, show a grade 3 to your opponent and then search your deck for a grade 3 Chronojet. So with this, you can search for either Chronojet Dragon or Chronojet Dragon G, because both are Chronojet units in name. And then put it to your hand, shuffle the deck, and then choose 1 card and put it to a drop zone. Next is during the turn where you want to perform strike, this unit's grade will be added by 2. Next is 2 Melums, because I run 2 because I prefer 2, not 3 or 4, because it's a bit too much, I guess. Yeah, but Melum's effect is Generation Break 1. During your turn, this unit gets 4000. If you do, at the end of the turn, return this card back to your deck, search your deck for a grade lower than this unit and call it to a rear guard circle. Yeah, pretty much how it works. Yeah, so that's how the grade 1 lineup is. Moving on to my triggers, I run 1, 2, 6 criticals, 2 draws, 4 stands, and 4 heals. Yes, you can say this is a very weird trigger lineup, but yeah, I rather prefer this way. So heal triggers are for your G Guardians, and then stand triggers, which is your Wata, basically Generation Break 1 from a bind zone. If this unit is put to the bind zone from rear guard circle, you may return this back to the bottom of the deck. If you do, draw 2 cards, return 1 card from your hand back to the deck, and then shuffle it. So this is like another staple card for time lead. Yeah. Next is Lucky Pot Draco Kit. Draw engine, because it draws for my next stage effect, and also it helps with the soul pumping. Next is Hard Time Worker. Basically move it to your soul. During the turn when your Vanguard with Chronojet in its name attacks, you may move this to your soul, draw 1 card, and that unit gets 5000. So personally, I prefer 2, cause I don't know, I just find 2 really enough for me, I guess. Yeah. So with that, now moving on to the G units, I run 1 Sea Breeze in case a opponent purposely misgrades me or something like that. Yeah, basically the effect is a counter blast 2 and drop 1 card. If your opponent did not write during his previous turn and you're a grade 3 Vanguard and you have no units in the G zone faced up, you may call this unit to your Vanguard circle face up. Yeah, so it's an instant strike for you. Then for G Guardians, 1 Hetero Round Dragon and 3 Ururus. Hetero Round effect is basically Soul Blast 1. When this unit is placed on a Guardian circle, if your Vanguard is a Chronojet in name, choose one of your opponent's units and return it back to the bottom of the deck, shuffle it, and then call the top card. Yeah. Next is Ururu. Basically, when this unit is placed on a Guardian circle, you may put a trigger unit and a normal unit back to the bottom of the deck. If you do, this unit gets extra 5k shield. So it's a 20k card. Next is 4 Chrono Dragon Gear Groovy and 4 Chrono Dragon Next Stage. So normally I run 4 Gear Groovy because I have another card to combo with it in case I cannot Gear Groovy him. I cannot Gear Groovy finish my opponent 2 times. So Gear Groovy's effect is basically once per turn, Generation Break 2. Choose a Gear Groovy from your G zone, flip it face up. And next is choose 2 of your Gear Dragon units and copy their auto ability. Yep. Next is once per turn, Soul Blast 1. Open 1 G unit and then it gets 5000 power. So its second ability can also apply to like if you want to strike him the second turn and you don't have a second Gear Dragon in your G zone, you can use his effect to open up 1. But do note it needs to be in GB3 to activate it. Yeah. Next is Chrono Dragon Next Stage. Basically Counter Blast 1. During the turn when this unit attacks a Vanguard, you may choose to drop 3 cards from your hand and then flip open a Chrono Dragon Next Stage from your G zone face up. And then put this back to your G zone. Stand your original Vanguard, original hard card with Chronojet in name. Yeah, as simple as that. Next is 1 Chronos Command Dragon, 1 Fate Rider, and 1 Metal Panzer Panlong. So beginning from Panlong's effect, basically Counter Blast 1. During the turn when this unit has attacked the Vanguard, you may choose a grade 1 or higher unit from your bind zone and either add it back to your hand or you can call it back to the Vanguard circle. Next is Fate Rider. This is the finisher, the so-called alternate finisher card. Basically, effect is once per turn. You may return a card from your field back to the bottom of the deck if you do search a grade higher than the card return, and then call it to Vanguard circle. And then choose your units. It gets 3000 for each face up G zone. So basically, Fate Rider will combo very well if you Gear Groovy 2 times and then you couldn't finish him off, because like example, if I have like, since I use this much like 8 G zones plus I don't know, either Chronos Command or Panlong like 10 face up units, if your main Vanguard is Chronojet Dragon G, he gets about 50k. But yeah, but Fate Rider wise is 10 times 3, about you can give 30k to any amount of units you want lah. So yeah. Next is Chronos Command. Basically Counter Blast 2 and Soul Blast 1 and then drop 1 card. During the turn when this unit attack hits, you may return all the units in your opponent's field back to the bottom of the deck. So in case you're wondering why I don't play Metallica Phoenix, because reason 1, usually my main Vanguard will be Chronojet Dragon G and then I will strike for his effect to time lead units. So without further ado, I'm gonna show you some of the combos you can do with it lah. So let's just say the field is something like this. Yeah. You strike into either Panlong first. If you have the correct cards, strike for Panlong, and then use the strike effect. You may search. If you have your water in your hand, you can call it and then time leap. So for that, you time leap. After you time leap, search for a grade 1, which I'll normally search for Steam Sniper. Yep. And then the next effect will be your water returns back to the bottom. Draw 2 cards and then return 1 card back and then shuffle. So this is where the combo will begin. So first, you use Upstream and Steam Sniper to boost and attack. So this is a 20k column. So after it attacks, Upstream returns to the bottom. You can search for take away, call it as rest. And then after that, you can trigger Steam Sniper's effect. So +1 drop 1, time leap him. Oh wait, actually I did the wrong combo already. Sorry, let me rewind that. You attack with History Maker first. After the attack, then you do this and do the normal combo and stuff called take away, and then use Steam Sniper effect, time leap hit. Search for Delay Blazer, and then after that, when you caught Delay Blazer out, Delay Blazer's GB1 effect, you may time leap History Maker because it's a grade 2. You can search for Crowfang Tiger G. So the moment you time leap 2 times, take away effect triggers, which is you put 2 cards from your unit to the bottom of the deck. Yeah. So after that, you attack with Delay Blazer. After that, you attack with Crowfang Tiger next. So if there's no units in the same column as this unit, you can just don't use the effect . But if there is, you can Soul Blast 1 and then bind Delay Blazer and then send 1 card back to the bottom. Yeah. So because Delay Blazer is being sent as a permanent bind unit, so you will use Panlong's effect to attack first, triple drive, and then Counter Blast 1. After it attacks, you may add this unit. You can call this back. Oh wait, no. Actually, you could either call this back to the rear guard, or you can call this. You can add this to your hand. It's up to you. Basically. So after that, the Tiger returns, and then after that, your History Maker returns, and then you can return another unit back to the bottom of the deck from Takeaway's effect. Yeah. So that's how mostly this is one of the unique combos. Something like that. Yep. So with that, I hope you guys like this video of my deck profile, how my Gear Chronicle deck works. So do like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and do tell us below in the comment section to tell us what you guys want to see next. So see you guys next time. Bye.